Sorry, Sarah, strict capacity limit. We didn't get your RSVP in time. My mother's voice was a whisper, but it cut through the freezing Wisconsin air like a blade. I stood on the porch of the massive lakeside lodge, holding my 6-year-old son, Leo's hand. His little grip tightened in mine. Inside, I could hear laughter, the clinking of glasses, the warmth of a fire. But here, outside the heavy timber door, the wind-off Lake Geneva bit into our faces. Mom, I said, my voice steady despite the shock. It's Christmas Eve, Grandma invited us. Capacity limit, she repeated, her eyes cold, devoid of any recognition that I was her daughter or that Leo was her grandson. Go home, Sarah, there's no room for you here. And then she shut the door. The sound of the latch clicking into place echoed in the sudden silence. Before I tell you what my grandmother did when she found out about this, Liane, trust me, you're going to want to hear it. Drop a comment and let me know where you're listening from tonight. I always love seeing how far our community reaches. I didn't beg, I just turned around, picked Leo up and walked back to my car. Leo sobbed quietly against my shoulder. Grandma hates me, he whispered. No, baby, I said, my heart breaking, she loves you. I buckled him into his car seat and got behind the wheel. For years, I had dragged around an invisible chain of guilt, trying to buy my family's love with success and compliance while my brother, Kevin, drained their bank accounts. But tonight, that chain finally shattered. We're going home, Leo, I said, starting the engine. We're going to have our own Christmas. I was 10 minutes down the road when my phone rang. It was Grandma Rose. I almost didn't answer, but I pulled over. Hello? Sarah, Grandma's voice was sharp. Where are you? Dinner is being served. We left, Grandma, I said, my voice tight. Mom told us to leave. She said there was a strict capacity limit. The silence on the line was heavy. Then came a voice low and dangerous. Turn the car around right now. My husband, David, nodded at me against every instinct to run. I turned the car back toward the lodge. When we arrived, Grandma Rose was waiting on the porch, wrapped in a wool coat. She didn't look angry at me. She looked like a general preparing for war. She hugged Leo and ushered us inside. The music died as we entered. My mother, father, and Kevin froze near the fireplace. My mother's face went pale. Everyone, attention please, Grandma Rose announced. She turned to my mother. Eleanor joined me. My mother walked forward, looking terrified. Yes, Mother? Who told you there was a capacity limit for this dinner? I assumed. My mother stammered. I just wanted it to be perfect. It was a misunderstanding. A misunderstanding? Grandma pulled out her phone and held it up to a microphone stand. She tapped the screen. My mother's recorded voice blasted through the room. Strict capacity limit. Go home. Sarah, there's no room for you here. The room gasped. My mother stood frozen, her social mask shattered. There is always room for family, Grandma said, her voice shaking with rage. Unless that family closes the door on their own blood. She motioned for us to sit at the head of the table. My mother started weeping. I was just so stressed, I made a mistake. Stop it, Grandma snapped. She turned her gaze to my brother. Kevin, go fetch the antique silver service. We should use the best for Christmas. The room went dead silent. The silver service was worth $50,000. I was usually the one to polish it, but tonight I hadn't been let in. Kevin began to sweat. Grandma. I don't think we need it. Get it? She commanded. It's not there, my father interjected quickly. We sent it for professional cleaning as a surprise. Professional cleaning? Grandma reached into her pocket and slid a pink slip of paper across the table. Is Fast Cash Pawn and Loan a professional cleaner? Kevin dropped his glass. It shattered on the floor. I found this in Kevin's room, Grandma said, her voice like steel. You pawned my legacy for $4,000. And you. She pointed at my mother. You kicked Sarah out not because of capacity, but because she's the only one with enough integrity to notice it was missing. The guests looked at my family with pure disgust. They weren't just mean, they were thieves. Robert, Eleanor, Grandma said, turning to my parents. You've lived in my guest cottage rent-free for 10 years. Pack your bags. You have until midnight. Mom, my father cried. It's Christmas, where will we go? There's a Motel 6 on the highway, they have capacity. She turned to Kevin, and you are out of the will. Everything the estate, the investments now goes to Sarah. You can't do that, my mother shrieked. She's just Sarah. I am family, I said, standing up, and this is my home now, please leave. Defeated, my parents and brother shuffled out the door, into the cold night they had tried to force me into. Grandma Rose smoothed her coat and smiled at me. Well, she said, I believe we have a dinner to enjoy. 1 year later, the fire in the lodge crackled. Leo was tearing open presents, his laughter filling the bright, renovated room. My parents were living in a small apartment, bitter and isolated. Kevin was facing fraud charges. I hadn't spoken to them since that night. I sat by the fire with Grandma Rose, watching my husband and son. For the first time, I didn't feel like I was fighting for a seat at the table. I looked at the camera at you. If you are sitting there right now feeling the ache of a family that doesn't see you, feeling the cold of a door shut in your face, I need you to listen to me. You are not the problem. You are not difficult or too much or not enough. You are simply in the wrong house. Don't stand on the porch waiting for them to let you in. Don't freeze yourself trying to be warm enough for people who are committed to being cold. Turn around, walk away, build your own fire. Because the only thing you lose when you cut ties with toxic people is the pain of trying to please them. And what you gain. I looked around the room at my son, my husband, my grandmother, my peace. You gain everything.